Gabby, so great to meet you and speak with you. Congratulations on not only an amazing year overall, but 9 Billboard Music Award nominations. Have you even had time to process everything that's happened to you during this massive breakthrough? How are you taking it all in?
It's hard to process, quite honestly. It's overwhelming in the best way possible. I don't know. It's just crazy to think, the most nominated female at the Billboard Award. I mean, what? I'm like, do you have the right girl? Are we talking about the right girl here? It's just crazy. I feel very blessed. So
I'm sure. And you've broken one record after another as a female country artist. What does that mean to you to set new standards in this particular industry at this particular time and so early in your career?
yeah, it's been really exciting getting to celebrate my first number one in 2019, and then my second number one that just happened recently. It's been really cool. I think there's a lot of space and room for females and males that have just great music on country radio and all the radio stations. And I'm just excited to be making country music right now.
Absolutely. And there's a little bit of crossover appeal as well. You and Charlie Puth made such a great team on I Hope. Who are some other dream collabs you have in mind or are maybe already working on?
Oh my gosh, dream collabs. I don't know. I'm waiting for the perfect one to just fall out of the sky. But somebody that I would love to collab with. I love Chris Stapleton. I'm a huge fan of Chris Stapleton. I love Steven Tyler. That would be really cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton and Steven Tyler are like
maybe both. Like have a trio.
Sure. Oh my gosh, yes. That would be a great idea. Thank you for suggesting that.
You're welcome. Run with it, please.
I will.
There's been major personal milestones for you recently as well. Your husband, Cade, is so supportive on stage and off. Fans like comparing you two to a modern June Carter and Johnny Cash. Is that a vibe you guys have thought of, or is that something that you just happen to notice people were picking up on?
Oh my gosh, I have to tell him that you said that because he absolutely loves Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash as well. But he is a super fan. He listens to all of his music, his last album that he made. He listens to all of that stuff. So I will have to definitely tell him that. And I definitely take that as a compliment. That's super sweet. I love that.
Yeah, of course, of course. And we have to wish you all the best on first-time motherhood as well. Does it feel like Baylah is destined to at least be a lover of music, if not a musician herself? Are you playing her your hits, some other favorite artists, getting her started early?
Absolutely. She's actually a very lullaby baby, which is funny. She is a little seahorse that plays music. And when she first was born, because some babies like music, some babies don't. And so she, of course, appealed to the music and it helps her fall asleep and all those things. So I think I got a musical one on my hands. Yes.
Did you get that started in pregnancy or after she was born?
You know what? I did not. I mean, she's probably like, Mom, stop, because I was singing a lot while she was in there and it was pretty loud. I was singing I Hope very fiercely. So I would think she would kind of know my voice by now, but
Right.
So I'd say a bit during pregnancy and then after too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot to look forward to on that front. And you're among American Idol's biggest success stories. Do you keep in touch with Katie, Luke, or Lionel? We've seen Katie comment on some of your Instagram posts, and you're both new moms.
Oh my gosh. Sadly, I don't have their phone numbers. I would love their phone numbers if they're watching this.
We'll drop that hint. I'm sure they'd be willing to get in contact.
Yes. But Luke, I have seen him around a few times, and it was funny. It wasn't last summer. It was the summer before that when we were actually performing, and everything was normal still. That it was really funny. We were on the same lineup for our festival, and he was headlining, obviously, and I was much earlier in the day. But I saw his manager, and they kind of flagged me, and we got to talk a little bit, which was fun, talking and being at the same festival after American Idol and all that stuff. So I see him occasionally around. And then I ran into Lionel on one of the carpets that we were on. And so it's fun always to see them around and catch up.
Yeah, of course. And with so many accolades coming your way, what's the moment that's been most memorable or meaningful to you on this journey so far? What are you really holding
Oh
closest to your heart?
gosh, I don't even know. Meaningful. Um, Probably my first song going #1. I think that was with I Hope going #1 April of 2019. That was something that I dreamt of immensely and really just worked hard towards. I've been performing for 10 years. So you know, when you work extremely hard towards something like blood, sweat, and tears, hard grind, contemplating quitting because it's like, when is anything going to happen? It feels like for years and years and years. And then you finally get to that spot of just like, oh, yes,
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 it
we
paid
got it.
off.
We got it. We got it. It's just like one of the best feelings. And so I'm still flying on cloud 9 from that.
Yeah, and 10 years is a long time in general, but for someone like you, that's half your life,
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So
Yes.
to other young up and coming artists or even young fans who look up to you, what's the example you'd like to set or the message you'd like to send for people who are trying to pursue a dream from a young age or even later in life?
Yeah, probably just to be prepared to work really hard. You got to give more than 100% with this type of stuff. Be willing to sacrifice a lot of stuff. Like I didn't go to school dances in high school. I missed a lot of stuff that like my friends were doing, whatever, to go and perform. I mean, even at a grocery store, like with 3 people. But that's the kind of stuff that you have to do if you want to make it in something like this. It's very hard, but when it pays off, it you know, feels great. So just
Yeah.
to work really hard and be prepared to get a lot of no's too, but eventually you'll get a yes. So
And being able to have a life partner in someone like Cade who understands that journey, with you guys both being on Idol together, you must have been able to kind of connect on that level. Like, oh, you have a similar goal in mind and a similar work ethic.
yes, I'm very blessed to have his understanding and support with the music thing. It's not like I'm, you know, married to somebody who doesn't do music and then doesn't understand how much it takes to put into music. It's just, we're very much on the same page. We do this together. He plays guitar with me. It's very like Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham type of thing, you know? And so that makes it all the more fun, all the more better that you get to share this with your family and people that you really love. So I'm just very blessed.
Absolutely. And what are you most looking forward to from this year's BBMAs? It must be nice to finally get to start celebrating some of these things in person.
Yes, absolutely, for sure. Love that. Love in-person meeting. What am I most looking forward to? I don't know. I'm looking forward to, I mean, I've never been to the Billboard Awards before. I've never been to an award show where it's like all genre. I've been to, you know, country stuff and country music. So it'll be cool to see some faces of people that I grew up listening to and don't even think that they're human beings, you know, until you actually see them in person. So that, and then of course with the nominations, I am hoping to maybe take a win home. So we'll see.
Well, with 9 chances, I think there's a pretty good odds in your favor for sure. Anyone
Yay.
specific you're looking forward to seeing?
Oh gosh. I mean, I listened a lot to Alicia Keys growing up. I started out in R&B music in a gospel choir before I went into country music. So R&B has a special place for me. So I liked Alicia Keys singing a lot. So I'm excited to see her.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for your time. And congrats again on all the success. We can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Nice
Thank
talk.
you. Take care.